Good day, class. We have the ninth lesson for functions. Lesson 8, I did the inverse of a function. Then lesson 9 again, I want to do another example for the inverse function. How do we find the inverse of a function? To find the inverse of a function, first of all, we are given a function here. We are informed that the function f, the function labeled f, is defined on the set of real numbers, on the set R of real numbers by this one. But we must acknowledge that the denominator here must not be 0. And the only value that we must exclude from the domain is that x is not equal to -2. So we must exclude this one. Yeah, but that is just like an acknowledgement. It doesn't mean that you need this one in trying to solve or in trying to find the inverse here. So we want to find its inverse. First of all, let us rewrite the function this way as 2x plus 3 over x plus 2. All right, these are the steps we consider in finding the inverse of a function. 1, let f of x equal to y. Let f of x equal to y. So we say let f of x equal to y. So if we've decided to let f of x equal to y, what does this one imply? It implies that instead of f of x, we write y instead. Instead of f of x, we write what? Y instead. So instead of f of x equal to, we say y equal to, because we have agreed that f of x, let it be y. So now y equal to 2x plus 3 over x plus 2. All right. So what is the next? The next step is to interchange the variables. Interchange the variables. So now what is next is to interchange the variables. When we see y, we write x. When we see x, we write y. So for this y, we say x equal to 2x. Instead of x, we say y plus 3. For this x, we say y plus 2. You see, interchange the variables. So from there, what is next? Make y the subject. Make y the subject. Make y the subject. As it stands now, this y is not standing alone. It is within a fraction. This y is not standing alone. It is within a fraction. This y is standing alone on one side with more two properties. It is standing alone on one side with more two properties. What are the properties? The power is 1, the coefficient is 1. So that is when we make a letter the subject. So let us make y the subject to appear one side alone with a power of 1 with a coefficient of 1. So to do that, we cross multiply. Yes, this multiplies this multiplies this. You can choose to start this way or start this way. It doesn't matter. The most important thing is we want y to stand alone on one side with a power of 1 and a coefficient of 1. That is what is meant by making y the subject. Okay, so 1 times this is just this, 2y plus 3. Remember, when you multiply anything by 1, it's just that thing. It's not a value. So if x is multiplying this, x times y is xy. X times 2 is plus 2x. I hope it's clear. Let us don't forget that we want to make y the subject, meaning we are finding y. So let us collect all the terms containing y. So this is 2y. We move this term, it contains y, it comes here, minus xy. Do we have another term with y? No. So we move the remaining terms to the right-hand side. But on the right-hand side, there is already 2x, which we cannot change its sign because we are intending to write the remaining terms on the right-hand side. And it is already on the right-hand side. But 3 without y is on the left. Moving it to the right, the sign changes to minus 3. All right. We want to make y the subject. We want y to stand alone. So y is here and here. We factor it out. So y takes away this leaving 2. Y takes away this leaving x. So here is 2x minus 3. We want y to stand alone. So we divide both sides by 2 minus x, 2 minus x. So y is equal to 2x minus 3, 2 minus x. All right. So we've succeeded in making y the subject. What does that mean? We've succeeded in letting y stand alone on one side. The power is 1, the coefficient is 1. All right. So finally, replace the resulting function with, you see, this one, that provided if the function given is in y, is labeled y. If it is labeled g, you say g raised to minus 1, then x. So now, instead of y, we say f, because of we are given f raised to minus 1x equal to this one, 2x minus 3, 2 minus x. Why must we include x? Because the resulting function is in x. Now, but there is one thing here I just want to create a recognition, is that we have y here, we have y here. And why we don't write this one here? We don't write this one here because this is what we are given originally. So if this is what we are given originally, represented by y, and we went through all the procedures involved in making the inverse of a function, so it means if we want to write this, we don't consider this, we consider the resulting y function. So this is the inverse of the given function. Then if you want, you can also create a similar recognition here by saying, creating a domain saying x is not equal to 2. Yeah, because if x is 2, 2 minus 2 becomes 0. And it will render the whole of this one undefined. But it's not compulsory to write this one here again. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and comment. See you in my next video.